The dragon is hovering over Melodia, plotting his revenge. He sees all four corners, and his mission is to make Melodia, the land of music and sound, quiet forever. The dragon's name is Silent Chaos. So, he sees the first corner of Melodia, which is guarded by Sir Dorian. Sir Dorian is the knight of Melodia, and he protects it with his sword of fire. And every time he swipes his sword, a Dorian melody plays. So, the Silent Chaos sees that Sir Dorian is on the 6th highest mountain, and so he flies and makes his way over there. And when he approaches Sir Dorian immediately knows something is off. So he stands to defend Melodia. And he swipes his sword just for it to bounce right off the dragon. The scales are too strong on the Silent Chaos. And so, with one swift breath, the dragon responds and extinguishes Sir Dorian's sword. And so Sir Dorian is in shock. This is not something that has happened before. Then the dragon spirals up, turns around, takes his tail, and slams it down on the sword. Then, whenever he absorbed all the power from the sword, whenever he lifted up his tail, the sword had become wooden. Sir Dorian is still in shock, and if that weren't enough, the dragon took the sword out of his hands and broke it in two, snapped it just like a pencil. Then he dropped it. And he said, "I'd like to hear how you make those Dorian melodies now." And he, with a little grin, flew up in the air to his next destination. Sir Dorian gets down on his knees and he says, "How am I going to protect Melodia whenever I don't have my sword?" The dragon continues his journey and his mission to make Melodia silent. He's already defeated one out of the 4 guardians successfully. So he is about to make this whole entire place silent. He slithers and slathers to Sister Phrygia. Sister Phrygia is the nun who prays over Melodia, and she defends it using her beautiful voice. And so whenever she sings a Phrygian melody. So, whenever the Silent Chaos finally reaches her, she immediately begins to sing, and whenever she sings, rings of defense go and they hit whoever her opponent is. And so she sings and they bounce right off the dragon. And then the dragon just looks at her and just slurps the voice right out of her voice box. And she immediately falls to the ground. And the dragon begins to illuminate because he has taken musical power that he is just not used to. So, she went down. Now the dragon has defeated 2 out of 4 of the guardians. He flies up in the air looking for the next one. Sister Phrygia is left behind, and she's thinking, how can I defend Melodia when I don't have a voice? The silent chaos is proud of himself. He's just smirking because he knows that Melodia is going to be another silent place, all because of him. So the dragon continues to fly to the third corner of Melodia, where he finds Lydia the pixie. Lydia is not much of a fighter, but she does use these huge bells in a Lydian pattern, a Lydian melody, to light up all of Melodia. She works with the solfeggios. And so the dragon sees her and begins to attack. And she starts trying to ward it off using her bells, but he gets his tail and slams down on the bells, absorbing all of their power. Now, these bells, like I said, lit up Melodia. So as he's absorbing all of the sound, Melodia is getting darker and darker and darker. And so he absorbs all the power out of the bell until they are completely empty and transparent. So he's never had this much sound or power inside of him. And although he's been successful in defeating the 3 guardians, now he's starting to feel disoriented. And so he flies up to try to find the 4th corner. And he is going to different realms, and he's trying to figure out exactly where to go. And so while this is happening, the 3 guardians that have been defeated make their way to the final guardian, Brother Mixo. And they bring all of their stuff with them. And Brother Mixo is already aware of what's happening. He knows that the silent chaos is coming for him next. But he is not worried. All the guardians go to him and they're frantic. And they're saying, look at what the silent chaos did. I can't even defend Melodia anymore. He looks at all of them, and with a peaceful smile, he says, I have a plan.